Okay, we're live, everybody. Hi, this is Cleta Colson-Eyre, July 26, 2020.
We interrupt this broadcast right now for a special announcement. It is the awesome birthday of Cleta Colson-Eyre. My boss babe will join me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cleta. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you in there, but I wanted to let you know that we love you and we are so thankful to have you as our boss babe, cheetah mama. And in your inbox at the end of the call, you'll have a $100 DSW gift certificate and $125 Steinmark gift certificate from your boss babe director. So
oh my goodness, you guys. That's my two favorite stores.
I wonder how we did that.
This is so funny, y'all, because I literally have things in both baskets. And I thought, stop, Cleta, stop. Don't check out. And then they keep sending me an email. Did you forget something in your basket? I'm like, Brad's like, we can't keep getting boxes at the door.
DSW's got buy one get one, like buy one get one free right now or something.
Oh, girl, listen, they send me 5 emails a day. So thank you. I will spend it tonight. Oh, that's so sweet. I appreciate you guys so much. It's been
now you can mute everybody.
Well, thank you. That was an awesome unmute. I appreciate you guys so much. I love working with y'all. It's a lot of fun. And I was telling somebody the other day, they go, well, we finally figured out Zoom. I said, listen, I've been doing Zoom for 3 years. When people go, what's Zoom? I said, now everybody, even their grandma knows Zoom, right? So anyway, I'm proud of y'all for sticking with us. Okay, so now let me go back here and I'm going to mute everybody. And then you guys can y'all can, Latrice, you and Carrie can unmute yourself. And then I'm going to introduce Latrice and we'll go from there. Okay. So you guys, I'm so excited tonight. Today is my birthday and I was thinking today it was just so great that I have a guest speaker and it's one of ours. So last week we had, and I shared the video with you guys. I had on our Cheetah Nation call a consultant that was 72 years old and she taught us how she has overcome fears and different obstacles to get her Facebook selling on and social selling. Okay. When she knew nothing about it and has been very successful. So tonight we're going to drop it back down 50 years and we're going with a 32-year-old. And so I've been noticing Miss Keri Reed, she is in Latrice's unit and Latrice is going to tell you a little bit more about her, but I've just noticed ever since she has joined, she is just doing great things. I mean, she's doing parties, she's getting recruits, she's, you know, on target for her car. And so without stealing all of Latrice's thunder, I'm going to bring up sales director Latrice Mahalitc, and she is going to tell a little bit about herself and introduce Carrie. And we're going to do it kind of like a little, it's going to be like a little interview. And Latrice is just going to kind of quiz Carrie on what she's doing. And you guys in the chat, I would love for you to, if you have questions, and you're thinking as she's talking, where did she get this or what is that? Just put it in there. And at the end, we'll have time to answer all the questions too. Okay. So I want to just thank Latrice and Carrie in advance for doing this for me tonight. And it's very special. And I'm just glad to have it on YouTube where literally hundreds of people will watch it. So we have about 600 to 800 people watch our Boss Babe show every Sunday night, you guys, or either Monday or during the week. By the end of the week, there's usually anywhere from 500 to 800. Sometimes it hits 1,000. And so you'll be popular in one day, right? So anyway, maybe we'll get thumbs up tonight. So I'm going to turn it over to Latrice Mahalitc all the way from Glen Allen, Mississippi. Take it away.
You know, it's funny because it used to be Rolling Fork and now it's Glen Allen. But no, I am super excited. And of course, happy birthday to my BFF. And I am just so excited that Cleta and I just are best friends, and it happened through Mary Kay. So y'all, I'm just saying there's so much more to Mary Kay, as y'all all know, than lipstick and cosmetics, right? So anyway, what comes out of your starter kit is just unbelievable. But Carrie and I, just to tell you a little bit of information, Carrie and my son Chase went to high school together. So I've known Carrie and her family all my life. They are great, great people. And it is just such a pleasure that here back, I guess it was in February, I asked Carrie to hold a party, and she held a party for me. And so I think that party, Carrie, was probably around $600, and it was amazing. So I talked to Carrie about being a consultant, and she said, you know what we always hear, I'm too busy. I have children, you know, we all hear the same thing, right? And she had just started a new job. And so anyway, I asked her to watch a marketing video. And for doing that, she would get a free lip gloss. And so she said, okay. So anyway, she said she'd watch it, and she did. Well, then I really got to thinking some more, because she really couldn't make a yes decision at that point. And I kind of let her listen to a recorded unlocked call from Dawn Alton Sweeney. And the reason I did that is because y'all know that you do need to layer people, and she and her husband are very good Christians. And I just knew that we are faith-based, and just hearing it from somebody besides myself, that may help her understand our culture a little bit more. Of course, you know, I should have recruited her husband, because he's the one that said yes right away. But anyway, so it took Carrie a minute to say yes. But anyway, March the 31st, she made the decision. She and Tanner made the decision to sign up. And so y'all, that was on a Tuesday. And I believe, if I'm not wrong, that on that Thursday, Carrie asked guests, she invited guests to watch Cleta's, maybe your first virtual, seriously, first one. Carrie had guests on there, and y'all, and Carrie can correct me if I'm wrong, this was April the 2nd. I think her sales from her customers that night were around $500, or maybe a little bit more. So that was setting her up for her great start. It's like her first great start that she was able to place her $600 order. So I just want to, let me see, I have some notes here. I just didn't want to miss out anything. I want to ask the consultants that are watching and listening, how many times are you inviting guests to these lives? They're free, y'all. You invite people, they're free. You can watch them from your home. You can invite your guests to get on there, just like Keri did. And it does not cost you anything. You do not leave your home. It's like, it's so incredible. So how serious are you about making money for your family? Cleta has a live every single Thursday. Keri does lives. Some of Keri's team members are doing lives, which, you know what we say, and Mary Kay said from the get-go, example, example, example. And Keri is definitely doing that. So leading up to now, from that point, Keri has held 2 virtual parties every single week since she joined Mary Kay. She did not hold any, I don't believe, the week they went on vacation, but to her amazement, she had reorders coming in. So she had a great week that week as well. She is very dedicated, y'all. She is committed. I love watching her. If I'm available, I'll get on her lives just to see what I can find out that's new and what I need to know. And bless her heart, she is trying to help Latrice so much. And I know Cleta's helped me all these years, but Keri just tries to help me with technology. And I mean, it's painful, isn't it, Keri? But anyway, something I want y'all to know, especially new consultants coming in with this great starts. Keri has earned 12 bundles, 12, okay? She earned 6 from her selling the product and That's from her sales. And then she earned 6 more from having qualified team members during her great starts. So y'all, that first 4 months is very, very important. So let me just say, now is the time. If you're in your great starts, you need to jump on that. I'm not sure about the total, but I'm thinking it's somewhere around probably $1,100 to $1,200 in free product that she earned. That's totally free profit. Okay, it's total profit. So anyway, without anything else that I say, I want to tell y'all a little bit about her and her family. Keri is married to Tanner. They've been married for 9 years. She has 2 sons, a 7-year-old named Grayson and a 4-year-old Collins. And Keri also has a bachelor's degree in of science. And she also, just to tell you a little bit about her, she played tennis in college, whoop, whoop, and she was awarded the Bobcat Award. I have no idea what that is, but I know it must be something special. So I'm kind of thinking that you need to name your unit the Bobcat area. So there you go, Cletus Cheetahs, Bobcat area, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I just want to read you a few things because I think y'all all need to know this. She decided in February when she had her party, and then after seeing how much fun her friends were having, that she thought this might be fun. They had a great night. It was truly a great girls' night out. And she thought about being a consultant, but she was actually trying to talk a friend of hers into doing it. Because, y'all listen to this, and I was in the same situation. She didn't think she could do it because she did not have the time or the confidence. But the other thing that was going to hold her back was her 2 young boys have allergic reaction or severely allergic to tree nuts. And so at that time, when I was talking to her about Mary Kay, she had taken a new job, which resulted in a pay cut. So she's really thinking more about Mary Kay at that point. So then I asked her, of course, to watch the video. And then she thought, well, I'm not the salesperson, but when I sent her the free lip gloss, and I'm not tooting my horn, y'all, but this is something that's been really huge to me too, is I made it cute. I always make my stuff cute, but Keri said when she got it in the mail, it was so cute. It had a motivational postcard and a card inside. And she said that really spoke to her because she loved the packaging and she's always loved to wrap and package gifts herself. So anyway, she texted me and said, I think I want to do this. Her husband was like, yes, yes, yes. And she prayed on it another night and she found herself continually thinking about Mary Kay. So she joined on March the 31st and was amazed at the confidence that she has gained so far in this very short time. She's having fun. She's making new friends. And her husband is the biggest supporter. He watches her boys every Tuesday and Thursday night when she does her lives. And he has also bought himself a bicycle because Keri earned the bicycle with her Mary Kay Star Consultant Rewards. And we're still waiting on it, but we're going to get that bicycle. And her goal is right now, she's currently working to provide a better life for her children and her family and to build memories, all paid for by Mary Kay. And so she is hoping to build one of the most fun-filled and excited teams in the area. So I am super, y'all, like I am so blessed. I'm super excited. So Keri, thank you so much for all of your incredible, just your outpouring of Go Give. And thank you for doing this for us tonight. So, yay, Keri. Okay, so what you been waiting for? Here's the questions. Okay, so Keri, how did you get your first virtual party booked?
Okay, so my first party was with one of my best friends, and it was 2 weeks after I joined Mary Kay. And I told her, like, look, I need to do this party. She was like, I'll be your first one. And so she invited probably about 15 people, and most of them I already knew, but there were some from her work that I did not know. But what I did is I went through my flip chart and I just wrote down an outline for like a Facebook party because I did not see anything on InTouch at that time for a Facebook party. So I wrote out this outline and I sent it to you, Miss Latrice, and I was like, what do you think? And she looked at it. And so after she approved it, I studied the mess out of that outline. I recorded myself doing the outline because I wanted to get used to seeing myself on the screen and hearing myself, because I've always been like, oh, I sound like that. But I just continued to practice because I did not want to be looking at my notes the whole time. I wanted to seem like I had been in Mary Kay for years when I had only really been in it for 2 weeks. But I was so thankful for my friend to be my guinea pig and do the party with me. And I think she ended up having around a $200 party. So she was able to get a lot of people on. So it ended up being pretty fun.
Awesome. So one thing I want to say too about Keri is, yes, there at the time she couldn't find anything, but let me tell y'all, she has schooled herself. She knows the ins and outs of the products. I can tell every time I watch her, I learn something new. And so ladies, I'm just saying, it is so important to know your products, but you don't have to know them right away. You can learn as you go, just like Keri has. And one of the things I was going to ask you too, Keri, I don't think this is on our page of notes that I wanted to ask you, but did you have all the products to do your first party with? How did you do that?
I didn't. My starter kit had not come in yet, I don't think. I just used what I currently was using because I had purchased the 3D skincare set, and I had some eye makeup, and so I used that. But I was already using everything that was in the starter kit, so I felt familiar with that product. And I'm a very visual learner, so anytime Cleta was doing a party or you were doing a party, I was on watching and trying to soak in as much as I could about the products, because I learned better by watching and very visual and not just like sitting down reading something. So I thank both of y'all
Right.
because I've learned a lot from watching y'all.
All right, thank you. Okay, do you coach your hostess?
I do. Before the party starts, to like get them to invite customers, I'll say, here's you an invitation that you can text out to your friends or family, because I have found that if you personally invite your friends or family, then you're going to get more hostess rewards versus inviting everybody in your Facebook party or Facebook world. And I'll make up an invitation for them and get them to send it out. And then I'll also give them a script that they can text along with that invitation that says something along the lines of, hey, I just booked a Mary Kay party. Since you are one of my favorite people, I would like for you to join. It's going to be Tuesday night at 7. Can I count on you? Something along those lines. And then they attach that picture that has the invitation. And once they say yes, then they go and invite them to the group. And then also, like the week of the party, I will text them a challenge. And I say, hey, I've got a challenge for you that's leading up to the party. I would like for you to find 2 people that would like to book a party from your party, and or 2 people that you think would be interested in hearing the Mary Kay opportunity. And so I'm trying to get them to book parties for me and trying to see if they're interested in the opportunity that way. And then the night of the party, I usually send them a text saying, hey, I'm so excited about your party tonight. Can you please tag or post this picture, which is a picture that just says like it's almost time. And I'll say, can you tag your friends in it and post it about 6:30, because I usually go live at 7. And I tell them that if they get 15 people on live, then they'll get an extra free product from me. And usually that product's going to be something like a little Mary Kay bag that I've been able to get from like the pink sale. And I think they were $5. So I'll give them a free bag if they get 15 people on live. And so that's kind of how I've been
Okay,
coaching
awesome.
them.
Well, and you partner with your hostess, and I think that is really big. One of the things Keri told me is that a lot of the free products that she has earned, sometimes she gives that away too, like if it's an eyeshadow or lip gloss or something, so it's not actually coming out of her inventory, so that she has that already that she can give. So one of the things I want to say too about Keri is that she has been very conscious of the golden rule, and she even asked me this, and y'all, she has done her homework. I just want to tell y'all, the reason she has such great classes is because she has done her homework. But she asked me here a while back, she goes, you know, what do I need to say about if people invite somebody that happens to have a consultant already? And I said, just like we normally do, which she doesn't even know this because she hadn't had an in-home party. You know, mine was an in-home party in February, but that's the only one she really saw. And she does the same thing. She just says, remind your guest if they have a Mary Kay consultant that they can help you out tonight or whenever your party is, but then you must go back to your consultant. So thank you, Keri, for doing that, because it's truly the Mary Kay way, you know. Do you have anything that you do during your party that's an incentive? Or I'm going to let you talk, okay, because it's so fun. Y'all, I've watched her. It is just fun.
Okay. Well, I stole the idea about the tic-tac-toe game from Cleta's lives. So I usually play that game, and I'll kind of hold up the tic-tac-toe board. I usually have one because I'm sitting in my area, but I don't see it right now. But I'll hold it up and I'll just tell them, you know, if you get 3 in a row and 3 things in a row that you want to purchase tonight, just put it in the comments and say tic-tac-toe. And then I'll tell them they'll be the winner, and I'll hold up like what they're going to win if they're the first one to say tic-tac-toe. Or, and I'll always say, well, don't stop there. If you want to purchase more, you can fill the whole board up. And if you're the first to say full board, then you'll be the winner of a mini satin hand set. And then I'll show them the satin hand set, and I'll tell them what's inside that set. And then if like no one's talking or commenting, then I'll be like, well, let's see who's all here. Make sure you wave and let your hostess know that you're here. And I'll tell them to like put an emoji in there waving. And then here recently, I started asking them, I want to know what all kind of skin type you have. Please put that in the comment and get them to start telling me their skin type. And then on into the party, I'll just say, okay, like if I'm transitioning from skincare into our color, I'll say, what's your favorite food? And tell them to put an emoji of what their favorite food is. And I have seen some crazy food options. And then also like what your favorite animal is, and they'll put an emoji there. So I'm trying to keep them interacting with me so that I'm not just sitting here talking to myself. But I have had a few flops from where they are not talking at all, and I just see the live number. Sometimes it doesn't have any, but I just keep going because I will post it in that group later, and they can always go back and watch the playback. So I've tried to not get upset if no one is watching at that time, because I know that they can go back and do the playback later. And so as soon as I get off from my party, I'll post make a post that says, if you missed the party, you can watch the playback below. And then I tell them what deals I have going on. And recently, the main deal that I've been doing is if you buy 1 skincare set, you get 1 item half off. And then the month of July, since we've been having the hydrogel patches challenge, I've been saying if you spend $50 or more, then you can get those off at half off. So I post the deal in there in that same post. And then I also will tell them how long the party's going to be open. And I usually keep my parties open 2 days after the live. And so I'll tell them that it'll close at 6:30 on Thursday night. And here's how you can order. I'll put my number out there if they want to text or call me. And then I also put my website link on there so that they can shop those 2 ways. And then I immediately go and see who all has seen my live. And I start messaging them on Facebook and saying, hey, thank you, Jamie, for watching Susie's live. And did you enjoy the party? And if they say yes, then I say, well, you know your skin type better than me. What can we get started for you tonight? And I'll kind of talk about the skincare again. And if they're not interested in that, or they want some color, then I try to talk to them about the color products. And then after they have made the purchase with me, then I say, thank you for your order. Let's schedule your own virtual party in the next 7 to 10 days. What is better for you, at the first of the week or the end of the week? And so then they'll tell me, sometimes they'll be like, oh, the first, or sometimes they'll say, I really can't do it right now. And I'll say, well, that's okay. You know, I'll follow up with you in the next couple of days after you get your order to see how you're liking everything. And so then when I'm following up with them after they get their order, I'll say, hey, would you like to schedule a party next month? Try to get them on the books. So that's kind of been my follow up. And I usually pick one day to just go through all of my orders and just text them all, or Facebook message them, seeing how they are on their product, what they're liking, not liking. And then I'll try to talk to them either about the Mary Kay opportunity or hosting a party. Just depends on which way, or what they purchased, or how they're liking the product, of which way I go with that conversation.
A question, Keri. I'm
Okay.
going to interrupt this broadcast to ask a question. It sounds like to me, is this right, that almost all of your follow-up is through Facebook Messenger, or do you get their phone number somehow and text them?
It's all Facebook Messenger, unless they've been a customer of mine before.
And so are you going through it all after this thing, like to get their, well, I'm sure they got to pay you and all that. So you get all their information once they order something, name, address, phone number, email, to get on your mailing list?
Right. Yes, ma'am. So like if they want to order through me, I'll say, perfect. Can I get some personal information from you? And I say, I need your phone number, your address, and your email. And then I put them immediately in my customer app.
Yeah.
And then I'll say, okay, your total is this. You can pay by PayPal, Venmo, or credit card, which is easiest for you. And then they'll tell me how they want to pay. And then I move into the, would you like to host a party?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean, she's awesome. What can I say? I
You're too
appreciate
nice.
you. Yay, Keri. That is awesome. Y'all, I have learned so much from her. And what I want to say too is she, again, joined March the 31st. So she had April, May, and June in her seminar year. She retailed almost 18,000 retail in 3 months. And to my knowledge, I don't think she put in that much herself. Like, she really used the customer CDS, and she has built her inventory from bundles and putting back in her business. And I just applaud you. And what I see right here, Keri's a team leader right now, but I know that she is going to move into directorship. She is just over the top, y'all. I have enjoyed so much working with her. I was wondering if there's, Cleta, can you see some of the comments on the side? If there's anything that people want to ask, or.
Yeah, let me ask some of these questions. So one of them is, Keri, you know, and Mary Kay, we've talked, which, you know, you've only been in the company 3 months and 3 weeks. So, and it's we call it the 2 + 2 + 2. And it's where after you sell somebody something, you know, you check on them. Well, this is kind of like if you give it to them right then, but it's 2 days after they buy it, and then two weeks, and then every 2 months. Do you do any kind of system right now? Or you just, but I mean, it sounds like you're doing great, whatever you're doing. So
I do click that on every customer after they purchase, but a lot of my stuff, like Miss Latrice said, has been the CDS orders, because I've hosted parties in California, Alabama, Florida. So I'm not doing a lot of local parties. And so I've been just using the CDS, since the shipping is $350 right now.
yeah.
But that's why I've kind of been just picking a day in the week to go through and just follow up on everyone that's ordered. But I try to use my reminders to kind of check off and still do the follow-up, but I haven't been able to do exactly 2 days after that, and then 2 weeks, 2 months kind of thing.
Right, right. And so you use the ProPay as well. I heard you say
I do.
PayPal, but you use ProPay as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, awesome. Okay, another question on here is what kind of hostess program are you using for your hostesses?
I am using this one. I don't know if y'all can see that, but you get $100 of free according to the sales. So you receive 10% to 20% of sales from the party in free products, 10% of sales with no new bookings, 15% of sales with 1 new booking, and 20% of sales with 2 new bookings, up to $100 of free product.
Okay. Which that's
The
a
Mary
tried
Kay
and true.
way.
That's the one we grew up with. Yeah, I mean, so that's amazing. Okay, another one was Loree asked, is there a time of day that you found is better for the participation of the party?
I kind of did it what was best for me and my family, and I do 7 o'clock every Tuesday, Thursday night. So those are the nights that I know I need to plan my meals out, and my husband knows he's got to entertain the boys. So that's what I've been sticking with. I did when I first started was doing 6:30, and that seemed to be okay. But when I had to start back at work, I couldn't make that fit. So 7 o'clock has been the time that's best for us.
Okay. So as you're booking your parties, you basically just give them a choice of this Tuesday or Thursday, next Tuesday, whenever you've got booked, right?
Right. That's what I do.
Okay. Okay. So as far as recruiting, someone asked, how are you recruiting? So I know that one of the things you said is about the girl that is the hostess. You're giving her a little deal if she gets 2 people to book or 2 people to listen to the marketing plan. So tell us a little bit about how you've gotten 5 recruits so far. Is that right?
I've got 6, but 5
Okay.
are active.
Okay. So, but 6 in the first 3 months of her business, you guys. So tell us a little bit about how you're doing that.
I really try to see how they do as a hostess, and if they're having fun, then I know that they would be great at it. And so that's how I've gotten 2 of mine so far. And then there's been several that I've gotten just from, well, one of my team members, she reached out to me over Facebook Messenger, just sent me a video clipping of like the president and talking about God and stuff. And then I just had a feeling I need to talk to her about Mary Kay. And so I started talking to her. And then it was just like she was saying she'd been looking for something, and it was back and forth. And so she joined my team. And then another one of my team members was married or is married to my cousin. And we kind of went through a similar life-changing event, and so I kind of talked to her during that time. And so it's just been God has actually put the people in my path that I feel like need to be on my team, and I need to talk to them about it. So there's been several times where I will see somebody on Facebook and I'll be like, I need to talk to them about Mary Kay, but I haven't talked to them in years, so I just keep going. And now I've started, after my last team member joined and she told me, yes, I've been needing this in my life. Then I was like, you know what? I'm not going to just stop. I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to message them and let them know, hey, I have a feeling that I need to tell you about Mary Kay. This is what happened the last time that happened. So that's kind of been my new thing that I'm telling myself. I'm not going to hold back anymore and think that I don't need to tell them about this opportunity.
Love
So
it. You know
I'm
what it
hoping that
is?
it'll work.
You're being brave. You know, take that 30-second of courage and just, what's the worst that can happen? They could go, I'm not interested. Like I had a lady yesterday invite me to a Pampered Chef thing. I hardly cook and I don't need any Pampered Chef. And so, but some reason I just still was nice to her. And I said, well, congratulations, I'll check it out. I couldn't say no to the lady. So, you know what I'm saying, y'all? People generally are not mean people like we see on the news, right? So I'm proud of you, Keri. Okay.
Thank you.
Connie asked, so is the hostess setting up the Facebook group, or do you create the group and just add the hostess?
I do it all. I try to make it very simple for the hostess. So I create the group and I schedule out all the posts, because Like I said, I have two small boys. So usually if I have a party on Tuesday, I'll try to set it up on a Sunday and go ahead and schedule out those posts for the week. And you can schedule about 25 posts before it won't let you schedule anymore. So I'll set it up and then I'll message them and let them know, hey, it's time to start inviting your friends. And then she starts inviting them. And then I just post away. And I usually have about 6 to 7 posts a day, and the post will have like prize entry, trying to get them to have interaction with me during the week but leading up to the party. And I started out using party points, and that would be like if they liked a comment, they got a certain amount of points. If they liked my Facebook page, they got some points. If they were the first to order, more points, like that.
Mhm.
And now recently, I just started trying to do prize entry. So anytime they saw a post that I had prize entry on there, if they commented, then their name went in a drawing. And so I've done that the last 2 parties, and one party was wonderful. I had so many comments. There was interaction every single day. And then the other party was kind of a flop. So it's just, I'm trying to play with that one a little bit. But I was getting more people to like my Facebook page when I was doing the party points, because they would see that they got 100 points for just liking my Facebook page. So I might have to go back to the party points.
Mhm. Let me ask you a question. So, it went in and out. Oh, okay. So your post, because I already know. Well, I've got another question over here too. Let me just say this first, because on our YouTube, she said, "Are you just doing lives on Facebook? Or are you hosting Zoom parties and where you see the guests more interactive? Are you just for right now? Or are you just doing Facebook?"
Right now, I'm just doing Facebook. I have done one Zoom party, and it was with a bunch of teenage girls, and I mailed out their samples with them, and we had fun. But it was really hard because I'm doing everything on my phone. And so I haven't been able to see everyone in the Zoom.
Mhm.
So I'm doing just strictly Facebook right now.
You guys, that is really good to know. So if your computer, you don't have a big computer, or you're doing everything on your phone, Facebook Live is the way to go. So I have another question. I'm going to ask you the other one first too, but are you doing it like I did, or like we've been doing, where it's more QVC style and you're just talking about it? Or are you actually putting it on, taking it off of yourself?
I'm doing QVC style, but I do like the 4-in-1, and I'll do it on the back of my hand. And
Okay.
I do the full thing. And then I'll show them the difference of putting the CC cream on the back of your hand with the full skincare line versus on the back of your hand with nothing, and how it like seeps into your skin. And I'll hold my hands up and show them both ways. And then I will show them, I'll write MK with I'll do the M with black, and then I'll do the K with Steely, and then I'll wipe it off with the oil-free eye makeup remover to show them how that works too.
Okay.
And the hydrogels, I've been putting them on, trying to show them how that works. So anything that I can maybe put on, I try to put it on and show them.
Okay. And this is what I was going to ask. Janie asked, she says, "Where are you getting the Facebook posts?" So where are you getting your cute posts? Are you doing them yourself? Are you getting them from another group? Are you getting them from Mary Kay?
I have done a few by myself from my very first party, but most of them I've been getting from Facebook groups and just getting ideas from them. I think there's one group that I'm in that's called like Let's Talk Pink. And then there's another one, it's called Facebook Live Training by Sandy. I can't remember her last
Sandy
name.
Welch.
Yes. And so there's been some post in there that I've gotten, and then I'll tweak them to kind of fit my group that I'm in.
Mm-hmm. Okay, awesome. And you know what? If you have time, and I can talk to you about this later, but what you could do if you wanted to be super go give, I'm sure you have these saved somewhere where you're not having to go get them every time. Now you've got them. You use the same ones on all the parties, right? Pretty much.
I do. I keep them in my notes on my phone.
Okay, so maybe you could share those with me somehow, you guys, and I could put it in a Google Drive. Or do you know how to use Google Drive or anything like that? Or
I did learn how to do a Google form the other day.
okay, not a form really, but like what you would do is just take those posts and like save them. Or do you have an iPhone?
I do.
So you could just go to share, and then it'll say where you want to share them to, and it'll say to your drive, like your Google Drive or whatever, and then you
Okay.
just share a link with that to me, and I can share it with the boss base. But don't stop your role if you have time to do that sometime. If not, y'all, there's plenty of places to get posts. Honestly, go to Facebook and just look. Honestly, the Mary Kay Facebook group page, not group, just the Mary Kay page. They do cute stuff every single day. You could
They
grab
do.
that and then
Mhm.
copy and paste. So like in your notes on your phone, do you have the picture and then also what you're saying?
I do.
Yeah.
So
you
that
don't
I can just copy and paste. And then it kind of clears up my pictures in my phone, because I was trying to go look for pictures for my boys and there was nothing but Mary Kay there.
Right,
So-
right. That's great. That's great. Okay. Okay. This is another question too. Is does the hostess guest have to become your Facebook friends to be added to the group?
They do not.
They don't.
They
Okay.
have to be friends with the hostess. Now I have to be friends with the hostess. Either they have to like my Facebook page or my Mary Kay page for me to be able to invite them.
Okay. So you need to become, and then once people start buying from you, are you going through and like friend requesting them and putting them on like a main customer page, or?
I don't have a main customer page. I just have my Mary Kay Facebook page right now.
Your business page. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And I was there for a while, inviting everyone, asking everybody to be my friend that was watching the lives, but some of them aren't responding, and then I would have them in my friend request, and so I've kind of stopped doing that. And then if they purchase from me, then I add them as a friend.
Just if they purchase. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Let's see. Text replacement is easy to, then is the group public? Well, the group, she doesn't have a group. She just is using your Mary Kay business page, you guys, just kind of like, so it's public. It's a public page. All the pages like that are public. So she's using that instead of a group. Like for me, I have both. I have the public page and then I also have a group. And I guess the public page, anybody can like it. It don't matter who it is. So you don't all really know, but honestly, I don't have I wouldn't say I have strangers buying from me on my public page. It's more like to get interest. So I'm sure Carrie's kind of the same way, right?
Right. Since I've got my Mary Kay business page and then I'm running those Facebook parties, I felt like I couldn't really focus a lot on my VIP group, I guess, right now. So I've just been posting all my stuff on my Mary Kay business page, and then I have those parties listed on there as like Jamie's Mary Kay live party, and then she invites people to it.
That's right. And you know what, you guys, you got to figure out what's best for you, because that is a lot to keep up with if you have too many things going on. And with 2 little boys, I think you're doing great. So, it's something that and really like 3 months in the business, something like later, maybe toward Thanksgiving and stuff, how you could do it. I'm just giving you a little tip, and for anybody else, is you could just send an email out and say, I'm doing a big customer group to do specials for Thanksgiving, Black Friday. Click here to join my group, and you just put the link of your group, which is, facebook.com/group/ whatever you call your group. And then all they have to do is click on the link. And then instead of you having to go through there and find them all, that's what I have done with my customers. And I said, in fact, the other day I said, I have a business page and I have a group. Just click. And I said, and then I have a Facebook Live every Thursday. I said, click on each of these and ask to be added. And some will, some won't, but I feel like I could be missing some if I don't every now. And you can do that in the Mary Kay e-cards, and just type in the link. So, okay. Jana says she's creating groups for the parties, not on her business page. That's right. She's creating groups for the party. The business page is just where she's just posting stuff.
Right. But I use my business page to create the group so that my business name is the one making all the posts.
Yeah.
That's what confused me too, Cleta.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to figure out. So the groups that you're creating for each party, are those private groups or are those public? Those are public groups because they're coming off of your business page. Is that right?
I make them private, and I make them where the guests have to be invited.
Yeah.
So
And
I'm creating them.
Yeah, on my VIP, like I have a business page, and when my VIP customer page, I created it from my, like I said, me. It says Cleta Colson-Eyre, Independent Beauty Consultant, and everything I post in there says that instead of my name. So that's the advantage of having a business page, and it also connects them to your website all the time. But go ahead, Carrie.
That's what I was gonna say. Mine's just like that.
Okay. Does that answer your question, Connie?
Yeah, I just was trying to keep up with where you were putting those daily posts. Is that on your business page, or is that in each party group as you create a party? Like, let's say you're having a party for me on Tuesday night. On Sunday night, you set up my group party page, right? It's a group.
Right.
And are you posting those posts on that group, or are you posting it only on your business page?
Inside that group. So only the members that were invited to that party in that group are seeing those posts.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then you just post other stuff on your Facebook page like the rest of us do, right?
I do. I heard that if you have 3 posts a day, then they're supposed to be seen. So I've been trying to do 3 posts a day and try to put something on my story so that it's kind of at the front of everyone's viewing.
Okay, that's very good tips, y'all. Because, you know, sometimes we have these pages and we don't work them and we're like, nobody's doing nothing, but it's because your page is dead, basically. You got a dead page. And, you know, sometimes you go to your own page and it'll say, it's been a while since you posted. Why don't you post something?
Well, I love that you can schedule out your posts. So usually on like a Sunday afternoon, I will go in there and schedule posts for the next 2 weeks. And so that I don't have to worry about it in the week. I can focus on the boys and my work, and that's taken care of. And sometimes I'll forget, oh, I posted that. And then I'll go save it and post it to my story. And I was telling my team members this the other day, that you forget that you're posting, but your customers, some of them are going to be all Facebook and that's all they're going to do is look at Facebook. Some are going to want to go shop online. So I send them an e-card and they can, you know, look at my email and then shop that way. And then some are only going to be by text. So you don't know which way your customer is going to want to follow up with you or want to shop with you. And I did get an order off of my Facebook page the other day. So I thought, maybe I do need to keep that up. And then I got one from an e-card because they saw the Wilt body cream and they wanted to order that. And then I had someone that I followed up by text and they're like, oh, I needed to order some mascara. And so then they ordered that. So they're all going to shop different ways. You just got to figure out which customer is going to shop that way.
Perfect. Perfect. You know what? I am amazed, Carrie, that you have been in the company for 3 months and 3 weeks and how efficient you are. So, I mean, this is very encouraging. I hope everybody else is encouraging because, you know, that scheduling your post is awesome. I did that. I've only done it like once. And then it was when, you remember when Mary Kay had the challenge to post on that schedule, like it said what to post. And anyway, I think it was 21 days of posting or 30, whatever it was. And so I thought I got to schedule this stuff out. And it was so great. And I forgot too that I did it. And I'm like, that's the best thing I've ever done. So I need to thank you for that reminder about
You're
scheduling
welcome.
your posts.
It's really easy.
Who else has a question for Carrie? So y'all just think about her a minute. Let's think about Carrie. Carrie joined. She's never even had a party face to face. She didn't even have her starter kit when she started. But she's a good student, you know, and she read and she practiced and she got comfortable, and she's not letting fear hold her back from reaching out. But I think the smartest thing you're doing, Carrie, is your challenges to your hostess. That's the biggest thing I'm taking away tonight is your challenges to the hostess to find you the 2 bookings, and also your follow-up to say, okay, let's go and get your scheduled, you know. And so that's pretty amazing. I'm telling you, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see your Boss Babe director with us. We need some young blood in here, younger. even. Okay, does anybody else have any questions for Keri? You got a lot of good positive comments on here. Well, you guys, let's just go ahead and end tonight, and all the we'll have really anyone, not just the sales directors. I'm going to put it in gallery view here a second. So anyone that would like to just unmute and say something to Keri, just feel free to do that. If you'd like to say anything to her before we close tonight.
I'm unmuted and I cannot wait to speak. Keri, you're so sharp. And you know what? You're going to look amazing in this blue suit right here. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I just love how you took the task, you figured it out, you mastered it. And now, you know, you're passing it on to your team members. And so congratulations. You know how this works. You've already got it down pat and you're on your way.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Keri, I just want to say too, thank you so much. I mean, I learned some things tonight. I think I'm pretty tech savvy, but honestly, while you were talking about schedule, I'm like, how is she doing that? And I'm looking on my phone and I'm like, I have never seen the little, so if others of you are like me, it's right under where it says your name. There's a little button that says schedule. And so that's where you do it. So thank you. I've never even noticed that it was there. So you have just saved me so much time. So thank you very, very much.
You're welcome. But I will let y'all know it's different with your business page. You have to schedule it on the computer. But if you're in a Facebook group, you can schedule it on your phone. I don't know why it's like that, but I have not found out how to schedule from my business Mary Kay page to be able to schedule it out. I always have to go do it on the computer.
I guess they figure if it's a
Great tip.
business page, you got a computer.
Right, I guess so.
You know, Joe's Tire Shop isn't going around posting on there. So anyway, thank you for telling us that, though. That's probably saved a lot of us some trouble.
Hey, Keri, this is Sayla. I just want to say you are truly an inspiration. Thank you for sharing all your tips tonight. It was awesome. I learned a lot. I am not tech savvy, so it was a true inspiration to me. Thank you.
Well, thank y'all so much. Y'all have been, when Miss Latrice told me that I was being asked, I was like, I'm going to talk in front of all those rock stars. I don't know about this. So thank y'all so much for your good feedback and helping me learn, because I've been learning from y'all. I truly have, and been getting all of my good ideas from y'all.
Thank you, Keri. Okay, anybody else want to say anything to Keri?
I would.
Okay.
So, Keri, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for taking the time to talk to all of us that, like Sayla, I am so technologically challenged. And so I appreciate all the little tips that you gave. And I cannot wait for my unit to hear this playback, because I just feel like there are a lot of girls out there. There are a lot of us that are afraid of doing these live Facebook parties or Zoom parties, first of all, and some of them are starting to step out of their comfort zone. But holy cow, when they hear that you were only in the business 3 months and ended the year and over 18,000 retail, you were almost Princess Court in 3 months. Come on, girl, that is crazy. That is really, really awesome. So congratulations on all of your success with this. And thank you for making it real so that the rest of the consultants can see that you can do this, that it truly is this working virtually. I'm not sure that, I mean, I love my in-person parties, but this virtual stuff is really kind of fun. and so thank you for proving that it really and truly can be totally successful.
You know what, too? I think y'all, anybody, just like Latrice kind of let her watch one of our training calls, I think if we had a prospect that had children that said, I can't do it, I got 2 kids, or I got 3 kids, or I got 6 kids, say, well, what if you just worked, an hour or so twice a week? And then during the nap time, or pick your Saturday afternoon to schedule all your stuff. Say, why don't you listen to this and see how this girl has done it? I mean, y'all, we can take this, because it's on YouTube, and I'll share the link. We'll take it and we can share it and say, watch her. So, Keri, you just don't know Those of us that are past baby making age, we need you.
That, Lita, I want to say one more thing because you're so right. And the fact is you are doing these parties when it suits you. You're not saying, which day, and then you're having to worry about trying to arrange daycare. You're saying, I do my things on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I can remember when I went to new director ed, one of the people that talked there, she did her entire directorship where she only worked on Saturdays because that was the only day that her husband could watch the kids all day. So she did 3 appointments every Saturday at 11 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and 5 o'clock every single Saturday. And then she kept her evening open for her unit meeting. And aside from that, she was an at-home mom the whole rest of the week. And so I think it's great that I've told my unit that before, but I felt like I needed to maybe say that to this group too, because there's probably more of you out there that have children, and daycare is a big issue. And especially right now with potentially homeschooling, again, if you're in one of the hot spots like South Carolina, I'm in South Carolina, and right now they're really saying school's going to be virtual. So that's going to make the parents that have small children go, oh my gosh, I don't know that I can do any of these parties. But the fact that you're saying, here's my schedule and here's where it's going to be, and your parties are fitting right into your schedule, I think that's great that you have shown that it works that way.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I do want to add, one of my team members has 8 kids, and she just started last month, but she is so excited and already has a new team member. So if she can do it with 8 kids and homeschool, anyone can do it.
Wow. Yes. That's amazing. Okay, you guys, does anyone else like to say anything before we wrap it up?
Keri, hey, I just wanted to say thank you. Listening to you has been definitely encouraging. And also, in order to schedule from your phone on a business page, you would have to download the Pages Manager app.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
I forgot about that. I even have that on there. That's a great idea, Misha. Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go, Carrie.
That's right. I learned something too.
Just gave back a little bit. Thank you, Miss Misha. Okay. Anybody else?
Okay, Miss Cleta.
Okay, go Shannon and then Sandra.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Thanks, Keri. This was awesome, but I need help because I truly am a Zoom girl. I'm a very reach out and touch person, and I have been struggling with the Facebook. And so I'm like, okay, if she could do it, I could do it. But what do you say? Just, something real quick, because I'm a one-on-one person. Mostly when we were in the other way, I should say the old way. And now the Zoom, I need to see and interact with my people, as much as possible. And Facebook doesn't allow that.
Now, I did know or heard that you can do a Facebook Messenger
room,
like call,
but
you might could do like a group and do your post, and then when it comes time for the live party, put it all in that Facebook Messenger, and it would be kind of like Zoom.
Okay. Facebook
It's called a messenger room. And like
messenger
so on
group?
a group, you can set up a room and you can invite people to the room. And then when it's time for it, everybody gets on there and you see them, they see you. So,
okay.
But here's the thing, Shannon, this is what I want to say. We've had a lot of different trainings on this, and a lot of people are very successful on Zoom and they only do Zoom. And a lot of people said, this is just another way. So y'all don't get caught up. If Zoom is working for you, don't think you have to do Facebook, So,
okay.
Yeah, just police yourself, you guys. Yeah, there's many ways to do Mary Kay. And so I know that Shannon, I posted actually Lindy Blair, my director from Michigan, she does it. I posted her actual party on YouTube. And she does it just like I taught her, just like Terry. I mean, she's not just like I taught her, but that we've talked about, and just like Carrie's doing it. So you may just want to go watch her, that one that just, it's an actual party of what she says. But basically you're kind of just taking that flip chart but instead of flipping, you're just kind of going through that stuff, just like she said. It's so easy. How long are your parties, Keri?
They started out 30 minutes because I was just like talking really fast, but now they've been anywhere from 45 to an hour.
Okay.
But I have had Facebook cut me off twice because it was going over an hour. So I don't know what was going on there, but I've been trying to not go past an hour now.
Okay. Well, and something Jana said, Facebook Messenger is chaotic sometimes because you can't mute everybody and everybody's doing whatever. But, you know, that's why Zoom is kind of nice on that. Marina says you could always just put the link for your Zoom in your Facebook group. And if you want to have the post for them to look at, then you could record the Zoom session and paste that into your group for people who weren't present to watch later. So you could always do that too, Shannon. But the biggest thing, just try different ones. Whatever you like the best, do it, or do a little of all of them. But thank you for your comment. I think someone else, Sandra Bowes, were you trying to say something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell Keri that for somebody that's been doing this business for a long, long time and is a little trouble getting used to this virtual thing, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed, and I'm inspired. I'm in the process of learning. My adoption director in town is me and a couple of her girls going to do some things. And I learned about walking, so that's what we're going to do. But I'm very impressed with Keri, and I'm going to let you, Keri, because you're going to be a great director. You're probably going to be a national sales director. You've got what it takes.
For sure.
Well, thank you so much for those
And
kind
our
words.
girls, we're going to do some Zoom things this next week. And
Hey, so Shannon asked, can you
I like every time what I'm saying.
Thank you, Sandra. Shannon asked, can you do any Mary Kay videos? Here's the thing about when you're doing a Facebook Live, you're just totally live. However, what I've seen people do is they can post some Facebook videos either before or after the party. You know, some those little clips. So I think that answers that question. So you guys, it's about 10:04, so or it's been about an hour. So we're gonna go ahead and cut it off. But thank you again, Keri. Thank you, Latrice, for sharing your beautiful consultant. And I really appreciate everything that you've said tonight, Keri. And I think it's y'all we got to just get that 30 seconds of of courage and just try it. It's not that hard. It's just like me talking to y'all, you know, and we do it every Thursday night. So, I mean, you got to come up with new things to say. And you just repeat yourself and hope you got new people. So, right. So that's the thing. Keri is probably can do this in her sleep forwards and backwards. So once you get it down, right, Keri, you're like, I got this. And you
Yes.
tell your husband, say, I'll be back 45 minutes. Yeah, just 500. All right, what y'all want to finish watching? So anyway, super proud
Every
of you.
time he'll say, how much money did you make me? So that's been our big joke.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, thank you again. And thank you all for staying on here. We had a great crowd tonight, and we'll be back. And I do have, let me go ahead and just stop my live here a minute. Hang on.